Come and create a makeup look with me. Today I am taking the P. Louise Chocolate and Magic palette, and the first shade I'm going to pick up is the shade Black Magic. I'm taking this on a blank canvas E23 brush, which is a small bullet style brush. I'm placing 2 dots of shadow where I'm going to kind of go with my blend. I'm kind of going as like a C shape. I'm going to pull it outwards towards the temple, but you can actually take a bigger brush if you wish, because where the little gap is between the middle of the C, I'm going to be putting black in there anyway, but I just prefer to go with my bullet brush first to just get all my blends in the shape that I want. I'm then going to take the shade Double Double on a blank canvas E10 brush, and I'm going to go 50-50. So the 50-50 technique is where we go 50% on our black shadow, which we just applied, and 50% on the base. This is going to mean that the two shades are going to blend seamlessly together, and there's going to be no harsh lines in between. Then I'm going to take the shade Toil and Trouble on a blank canvas E85 brush. Then I'm also doing the 50-50 technique for that blend too. Then I'm going to go with my lightest shade, which is so the shade So Beautiful, which is like a white shade, and I'm taking this on a blank canvas E25 brush. The reason I'm just going with my lightest shade before I go back down my blends is just because I want to make sure there is enough space for my white. I'm then going to go in with the shade Nightmare, which is the lightest grey I'm going to be using today, and this is on a fluffy brush, which I'm not sure of the name on because it has worn. But then I'm going to go back down my ladder of blends, and then what I'm going to do is take a flat shader brush. This is a drugstore door one, and again it doesn't have a name on it, it's just like a flat shader, and that's when I'm going to pull back into the black that you've seen at the beginning with the C shape. So you can do the black bit first if you wish. I just prefer to go back in and do it afterwards. This look is a lot of back and forth with the blending, just to make sure we have all the blends correct, because we are using dark shades, we're using blacks and greys and white as our lighter shade, so we want to make sure all of this is blending nicely. I'm not too worried about fallout because we are going to be cleaning this up in a second. For shimmers, I'm going to take a Dead End with my finger, and then I'm going to take the shade Witch's Brew just in the inner corner bit, and I am also going to go over these as well with a sparse E10 brush, and I will also pull this up towards the brow bone. On an E27 blank canvas brush, I am going to pull the black shadow back into this makeup and pull it across in kind of like a diagonal shape across the lid to kind of make like a smoked liner effect. And then I'm going to also go in with a Once Upon a Line P. Louise eyeliner. This is a black shade, and then I'm going to pat some black shadow on top of that again, just to intensify the black pigment. And if I need to go back over any of the shadows again, I will do that. Once again, I'm going to wipe up the under eye just to make sure we have no fallout from any of that black that we have just put on, and I'm going to take that Once Upon a Line liner again and put it in the waterline with this P. Louise 7071 brush. I'm going to chop underneath this to just make sure that it's nice and sharp, even though we don't really necessarily need to be nice and sharp, but we just want some base underneath anyway, because I'm going to put blends underneath the lash line too. I'm going to use the exact same shades with the exact same brushes. If you wanted to be more precise, you can use smaller brushes. I just didn't really fancy taking out any new brushes, so this is just the brushes that I kept going with. But I'm just going to clean up once again to make sure there is no fallout, and I pull this makeup into like a kind of winged up sort of look, just to kind of make the eyes pop a bit more. I'm taking the P. Louise Voltage Lash in volume 4. I love these lashes for like a more toned down kind of makeup look. This is the finished look. I will insert pictures of when both eyes and base were complete last time I did this look.